Beautiful morning at Paradise Island Resorts. Gonna see how I do on a landing. Just run out and done a quick loop. And, ready to head east for the day. See if I can bring one in nice and smooth. Set her down, not bounce it. Want to make Randy proud in Charleston. Probably not watching these YouTube videos. Bounced it. Okay, here we go. Bach Tower, built in 1927. It's got some gardens around it. Beautiful knoll right in the middle of Lake Wells, Florida. Gorgeous place. I would love to go back there and visit someday. What I enjoy is finding hidden gems, and here's the River Ranch Resort. It has an airstrip that you could probably land Air Force One at, pilots. 2 Romeo, 2 RRs, the designator. We're going to go back there and do a more exhaustive review, but those are skeet trap shooting ranges down there. There's indoor shooting. There's 1,700 acres. TPs and Conestoga wagons to your left there to spend the night in. Rodeos at least once a week, maybe more. I can't remember. Cutting across a lake, and this airboat was almost keeping up with us, and he was hauling butt. Landed in Sebastian after a pretty long flight over. I think we're going to spend the night down in Opelika. But anyway, when I landed, I got in trouble. This girl from this skydiving place, what's her name? Amanda started screaming at me on the radio and landed in the wrong spot. So I got in the right spot. I met Tom, and now Tom's going to show me some cool plane crazy flying machines of his. So what the heck, Tom?
So we have the Argon 915.
Yeah.
They're actually made out of Poland. It's a side-by-side, 2-seater.
Oh my goodness.
Back in the day, when the Benson days, they used to put bar stools and stuff on. Well, bar
At the
stools
leg room. Bar stools. Look, that ain't no bar stool. What? Oh my gosh.
They come with Garmin G3s in there, autopilot.
So these are called, what do they call them?
We call them gyrocopters, but
Yeah,
at the end of the day, the FAA has them listed as a gyroplane.
A gyroplane. These have come a long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, since the last time I taxied one of these up and down the runway at Charleston Executive 3 times, and after the 3rd time I got out. But this, I would fly in.
It's the safest aircraft that I fly. So
Yep.
helicopters, airplanes.
I would fly in this.
If I lose an engine in airplanes, I need real estate to land in. Helicopter, I got to be on top of my game, overspeed and underspeed and all that stuff. This thing's in a constant auto rotation all the time, all the time. So if I lose an engine, I nose it over just before I hit the ground. Nose it back, goes in, flare, and put her down.
How much for one of these?
This one here runs around 140,000.
Very affordable. How much gallons? What gallons? What's the burn per hour?
So it's at 6 gallons per hour, and it has tanks of 26 gallons.
It looks comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks really comfortable.
Comes with a heated seat, the whole works. The whole cabin.
Rotax.
It's a Rotax 915 IS, so it's fuel injected.
Oh man. All right. Plane crazy. I'd say so. So besides the Sebastian Airport having some skydiving problems with my helicopter landing in their landing field.
Yeah, they don't like that.
They don't like that. I got yelled at. But tell me your name.
Chad.
Chad, they make the Velocities here, which are just, if you hadn't flown one, unbelievably enjoyable ride. They're one of the greatest airplanes. We're going to do a little quick factory tour, and then I'm going to go over to the showroom, and I'm going to see the grandson of the owner. So tell me real quick what you guys are doing.
Basically down here is, I have a couple different things going on. This is a customer's airplane right here. he's here. He's usually here every day working on his airplane. He hasn't showed up today. I'm not for sure where he's at, but he bought one of our fast build kits, and then
he just has to do 51%.
correct. So you can see we're in the he's actually in the process of finishing his airplane up, and he's gonna fly it out of here back home. So this is basically his airplane. You can see his wings laying here on the ground, his doors.
Those are spars, wing spars.
That's for the next kit that I'm getting ready to get started.
Okay.
So, like I said, he's usually here working on his airplane. I'm not sure where he's at now. These are a set of wing spars that we've built, and we're getting ready to make another set of wings for the next kit.
That's pretty impressive.
What happens is, if you look over here, these are just some tables that I use to make wings on. And the wings, I'll start with that spar, and I lay the spar on my table here. You can kind of see where
Where it
falls
goes,
in the
yep.
tape here.
Yep.
And then, if you look upstairs, we have the blue billets of foam, and I put airfoil templates on each end of the foam, and I run a hot wire around them. The hot wire cuts the shapes out for me. And if you look at the ends of the foam, you can look at those ends of the foam up there, you can see the shapes that are cut out of the ends. So then we're going to take those shapes and we're going to glue them to each side of that spar.
Okay.
After that cures, then we're going to fiberglass over one side of it. We'll let that cure. We're going to take it off the table, fiberglass the other side. After that cures, we're going to come back and add the winglet. And you can see the winglets are laying here on my table.
Ready to go.
If it's a single engine. If we also have a twin engine Velocity.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
And the twin engines,
How many passengers?
still 4-place, but twin engine. And
So
when you
these
go-
singles are 4-place?
Yes. And when you go to the other side, you'll be able to see some twin.
Okay.
And so these are twin engine wings here. They're basically built the same way. The only difference is I leave this end of the foam off because the engine mounts right in this area.
Okay,
So I just
gotcha.
have to cut it off anyway. So I just end it back here.
I can't wait to get over there and see the twin engine.
Inevitably, when it's all said and done, this wing will get kind of trimmed up to that mark that I have on there because the engine cowling
Sits
sits
right there.
right over the engine. So basically, they're the same wing. They don't have the winglet like a single engine does. The twins have a center tail section and rudder. So
What's his grandson's name?
Riley.
Riley.
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna go borrow a truck and go meet
Yeah, and when you go over there, they can show you the
Finished product.
twins. Yeah,
Tell me your name.
Chad.
Chad. Thank you. All right, appreciate that. So this airfield is full of, it's what I call a target-rich environment from a plane crazy aspect. The skydivers yelled at me when I got here, and then I met the what was those things called? Gyrocopter guy, Tom. I met Gyrocopter Tom, and now Riley is the owner of the Velocity, which I love. I flew one across the United States years ago. Riley, tell me about your planes. These things are sexy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're sexy airplanes.
Golly.
They were designed initially for, extreme speed and efficiency.
Look at that.
And it just happens to look good as well on top of everything.
So top speed on the twin is not as fast as your dad was telling me as that single that's out there on the ramp.
Keyword is yet.
Yet.
So
Okay.
we haven't built a turbocharged twin yet.
Ah.
Twin turbocharged, you go up 20,000 feet, you're going 260 true.
260
if
knots.
you want to. Yeah, no.
That's 300 miles an hour.
Yeah, which is nice. And you're only burning maybe 15, 16 gallons per hour too. So that's pretty
15,
good.
16 gallons?
Yeah. So we do really good on the high end and really good on the low end, where we can't actually stall the full airplane.
All right, so give me an inside look at this. This is luxury.
Yeah. Take it.
Oh my goodness. So your panels, what are those, 500, 1000s?
No, those are actually Grand Rapids.
Grand
These are
Rapids.
prototype Beach Masters. It's the first
Okay.
Beach one to ever fly. And our goal with this one was to beat Twin Comanche's efficiency.
Okay.
And we beat same fuel burn, we're 15 knots faster than the Twin Comanche, which was the most efficient twin ever. Since then, nobody else has put 320s in them. They've got 360s, 390s. There's a UL turbocharged option, which is out in California. They're working on it right now. And then
Okay.
obviously the turboprop, which we'll get to. And then we're building a 6-seat twin as well. And nobody's done the 320 efficiency setup. Everybody's got more horsepower to get more
Oh
speed out
my
of it.
gosh.
Yeah.
You got to be having the time of your life.
Doesn't get any better.
This is good stuff.
Yeah.
So what's this sexy little?
So that's a Q200. Good story about that is that's actually my dad and my grandpa built that airplane as my dad's first airplane back in the late 70s.
No way.
Yeah, and then my dad actually sold it to a gentleman. He flipped it upside down. As you can tell, it looks a little squirrely to taxi. It's a tail dragger, obviously.
Yeah.
It's real weird.
Weird as heck.
Flipped it over, and so my dad and I drove it to North Carolina, bought it back from him, rebuilt it. We've flown it twice since then. It's quite the squirrely airplane.
Is it? So on taxi or in the air?
No, in the air, it flies really good. It's very, aerobatic, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I
But,
bet. But on the ground,
on
it's
the
a
ground,
it's a handful.
It's about 50 miles an hour. It wants to go a certain way. It's very small. The rudder's almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And,
No
as
kidding.
far as efficiency, it's 200 miles an hour on 4 gallons per hour. So you get 50 miles per gallon in this thing.
Oh my goodness! Now, would y'all ever start producing these again?
Oh, this isn't our design.
Oh, it's not your design.
Like Quickie Q200, they just happened to build it back a long time ago.
Oh man, oh man. All right, what else you got to show me?
Yeah, take a look at this one. This one's got the Lycoming TIO 540 Thunderbolt. It's got 370 horsepower, twin turbocharged. It's owned by a Facebook guy.
Look at that. Look at those turbos. Oh my gosh. That is it's a good looking airplane.
Open the other door too, to get a little bit more light. You got seat covers, but you can pull the seat cover up to see the seat.
Oh man. That is good.
White with orange stitching.
Ooh.
Why not? All
God.
carbon fiber, all real carbon.
And I will say that this is one of the most comfortable airplanes I've ever flown. I flew it from Charleston to San Diego, delivered it to a drone pilot in San Diego, and it's like sitting in a lounge chair all the way across the country. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous flight, gorgeous ride.
Yeah, while we're here, I'll tell you about the canards and the reason for it. Besides not having an elevator, having to force the tail down at all times, this balances between the two lifting surfaces. And then when you get slow, this wing is going to stall first, lowering the nose, building airspeed, and then it'll create lift and fly again. So you can be feet off the pedals, stick full back, not paying attention, and you'll never stall spin out of the sky.
Never.
It's not possible. And if you, when we take a ride, we'll show you.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm looking forward to. We're kind of in a hurry today, but
Next time.
I've been offered a ride, and I'm coming back to claim that ride, so that'll be fun. Well, listen, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I'm always in a hurry. I always want to go, but this skydive place here in Sebastian is kind of a cool place. If you're flying up and down the East Coast and you want to stop somewhere, this will probably be a place to check out. Got a for sale Learjet 55C. Not for me. Flying Ranches. Okay, so I was driving by and flying ranches and tell me your name again.
Tushkin, Larson.
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 Okay, we're gonna use Larson.
I'm from
So-
Norway. I'm from Norway.
Norway. Okay.
Yeah.
So Larson, I thought he was like waving me in like it was an emergency, but he was just waving hello so that he could show me this bad boy. What is that, Larson?
It's a boat called 105. Two Allison.
Two Allison turbines.
Yes.
You fly it
Oh yeah.
a lot. You fly a good bit.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Oh
This is
I'm
the Red
coaching
Bull
around.
helicopter.
Here's what I do.
Is the boss coming?
The boss is here with my card.
Come here.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to sign off now.
So we were just flying over this neighborhood, and this fella started waving me down, like down, pointing at the ground, and he wanted to show me the Red Bull helicopter that he has. Larson, he says he has another one back in Norway. Cut out to the coast for a little flight down the beach. A little windy today. We're headed down to Vero Beach now. Check a few things out there before we head over to Okeechobee.